Hello, everyone. It's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and I'm joined again today by Tomer. What's going on, Tomer?
Hey Seth, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well, and it is time for our second episode of This or That Magic. So, last time we battled out, we tried to answer the age old question of cats or dogs, and we found out, without a doubt, that dogs were the winner. They pretty much crushed the cats. So, this episode for our question, we're delving into the realm of video games, actually, and trying to answer once and for all, plants or zombies. So, Tomer is the champion of the plants this week, and I'll be playing the zombie deck. So, Tomer, why don't you tell us a little bit about the plant side of this battle?
Well, I tried to base the Plants that kind of on the video game Plants vs. Zombies. Plants vs. Zombies is a popular tower defense game where you control the plants and you set up a defense grid while there's an encroaching zombie swarm that you have to fend off. So I noticed looking over most of the plants, they have defender. They kind of like to root themselves down and they're not very attack friendly. So I decided to go all the way with that theme. I'm playing mostly a defender slash wall deck with the plants, and I'm just going to try to fend off the zombies. And my primary win condition is a fun little card called Assault Formation, where basically you can turn your defender's defenses into the offense, and it also lets creatures with defender attack temporarily as though they don't have defenders. So that is my main game plan, is to root down a big old plant defense, a big wall for the zombies that it will become impenetrable, and then attack with it eventually. So I'm running a bunch of just really good plant defenders mostly for that effect.
That sounds like a sweet deck, and it seems very on theme with the Plants vs Zombie battle. So, I I realized as I went to build this deck that there was a bit of a power imbalance between plants and zombies. If you type those into like a search engine, you'll find maybe 50-ish, maybe a little more than that, but plants in the game, and there's over 1,000 cards that come up if you search for zombies. So there's just way more zombies. So I decided that I would give myself a couple of additional restrictions to help equal out this power indifference, because what I was worried of is if I wanted to build a deck to try to compete like in Legacy or Modern, I would probably just play all these one drop zombies, and then there's a ton of zombie lords that are like 3 mana and 4 mana. So I think you could build a deck like that that was really powerful, but that's not really what we're going for here. I wanted to be on flavor. So what I did is my first restriction is I wanted to make my deck singleton. So I don't have more than one of any single card, and I felt that that kind of worked with zombies because like zombies are an undead person and there's not like two of you running around if you're zombified. So it makes sense that each zombie is an individual. So that was restriction one. And then I also reduce my card pool down to cards that not only are zombies, so creature type zombie, but they also have to have zombie in their rules text. So not only are they zombies, but somewhere in the rules text they also say the word zombie and refer to zombies. So it kind of double zombies in that sense.
Very sweet. Yeah, I was looking at the pools and not a lot of plant support, unfortunately. So I did go for a much tighter list. A lot of my cards do cantrip, so it's a very consistent deck. And we'll see how that restriction works out. That's really cool. There's going to be a lot of variants, but we'll see how the zombies get it together.
All right, well, let's battle it out and try to answer once and for all, plants or zombies. So I think it's on you, Tomer.
Well, this hand is actually pretty sweet. I have a 1-drop, and I have essentially 3 lands, kind of like 2.5 lands. So I actually think this is pretty reasonable for the plant deck. I'm going to keep it.
I I have 2 basic lands and 4 6 drops, which I think means if I kept this, I would probably just never cast a spell. So we're gonna mulligan. Okay, this is actually fine. My 6 is not bad,
Okay.
so I will keep this.
I have a pretty sweet play. It's probably the best play for the plant deck. The
Ooh.
Jotty offshoot, and I have a pretty good follow-up as well. I'm very excited for it.
All right. Well, I have a swamp.
Hmm. Okay. I do not have a 2-drop. However, the best ability with Landform,
Oh.
Carouse, that's synergy.
And I don't have strip mine. I wish I did.
No punishing over here.
I do have a sweet zombie non-basic though. I have the Unholy Grotto.
Oh, very nice.
Can put a zombie on top of my deck from my graveyard.
I don't expect to be killing your zombies anytime soon. However, maybe once I go on offense. But I have a pretty good follow-up.
Ooh.
Nissa voices Zendikar. Yes, she does make plants, and I'm gonna make one right now. Boom.
All right. Well, I just have a land, and I'll pass the turn.
Uh-oh. Well, Nissa's gonna keep doing what she's doing, I guess.
Luckily, those plants are. You have nothing with power yet, so even though I'm not doing anything, I'm not dying.
They're just building nice defense right here.
If
I'm
you
drawing some cards.
if you ever get an assault formation, though, things get really scary.
Yeah. Sure, I'll attack with my plant token.
Sending the message.
Soon.
Ooh. All right. Well, I have zombie number one, the soulless one.
Ooh. Well then.
It's a good zombie if I have more zombies, but as a by itself, it's a 4 mana 1/1.
Well, I have a pretty good start, I would say.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Yeah. Let me start with Jaddy Offshoot, number 2. A land for maximum value.
I'm gonna have to deal so much damage.
And then this is ticking up, but unfortunately, I also have this assault formation.
Oh, all right. Things are going
And
to get interesting.
so it begins. Jungle Barrier, get in there.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
Jaddy Offshoot, get in there. And let me just also put a plant.
So taking 9.
Just casual 9. What? Oh, no. All right, never mind.
Taking 0.
Don't take 9. Whatever.
Well, luckily, I can start to do relevant things now. So let's see. Make sure I do this right. Target player. Then okay. So I got to target myself. Target Jotty Offshoot. I have a
Uh-oh.
new zombie card. This is the Dark Salvation. So
Oh.
so I get some zombies, pump up my soulless one, and I've never been so happy to kill a 0/3. But Jotty Offshoot down.
So much life gain. Oh, and then I drew this immediately afterwards. Oh, man. Okay. Well, let me first assault formation. Can I get in there? It's probably not worth it, actually. You have a bit too scary of a board now, Seth.
The zombie horde
Alright.
is coming.
Yeah, the mighty plants have been pushed back for now.
You are gonna ultimate Nissa before long, though.
Oh yeah. I could consider doing other things, but nah. I'm gonna draw some cards. Let me play another growth chamber.
Ooh.
Not gaining 2 lands anymore. Gaining 2 life anymore, just 1. But still pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, let's draw a good zombie for once. Ooh. Little expensive.
All right.
The zombies are being held back by the plants.
Oh, do I draw cards right now? No. I think I could hold off for one more turn. So tempting though.
I gotta get in at that Nissa somehow.
Boom.
So many 0/1s.
Do I attack? Nah. After I draw a whole bunch of cards, then I'll attack.
All right, well, I have Zombie Instant,
What?
the Feeding Frenzy.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, fine. I
Uh
have answers.
oh. Uh oh.
Yep. Let me. Ooh. Oh, this is pretty cool. Do I? So 2, 1, 2.
Is this a plant counter spell?
It's not the most thematic, but it's okay. Uh, okay, all right. Yeah, and then I'm going to whoop. So first I'm gonna do creatures I control get +1 +0,
Oh.
and then I'm going to choose 1, 2, and 3. Boom.
Ooh. Oh no.
Cetizen tactics. They all get to fight right now.
Oh dear.
And also, there are vines grabbing the giant guy, so that's kind of on theme, I hope.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I get that one,
Oh dear.
and then I get that one, and then I get that one. Oh, and then what?
They only my zombies are tutus and you just dealt one to them.
Oh, what? But shouldn't I be dealing its toughness?
Doesn't
Oh,
it say
combat damage. No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, assault formation's only combat damage.
Well, that's what I get for not reading my cards.
Alright, so I think step one is we gotta do some attacking at this Nissa. Get some plants off the battlefield.
All right. That's fine.
And then we will play a Shepherd of Rot
Mm-hmm.
and the Unbreathing Horde.
Oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna help you get some counters off Nissa.
Hey, thank you.
There we go. She's just down to 1 now.
And you're at 34 life with 8 cards in hand.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just play this since it is in my hand.
Oh dear. I don't like the
Yeah.
sounds of that. Oh dear.
Since you're a Zendikar.
Yikes. Yikes. That's
And
a lot of plants.
yeah, it's pretty scary. And now I'm going to get the Jungle Bear that chance to attack and swing in. Go Jungle Bear.
Alright, well, luckily, Unbreathing Horde can block and not die because of its ability. So I just lose a counter off of it.
Very good blocker.
And also, fortunately, I actually have a way to deal with your Avenger of Zendikar.
Oh no.
Very thematically. So I have a card called Cruel Revival. Get to kill a non-zombie and get back a zombie from the graveyard. And can we even attack? I guess we can.
They'll hit back.
Let's send that in as a. Oh, there's so many plans. I'm not making any headway.
The defense is working. All right, I'll send one.
What? Oh, it deals damage. I was wondering why I lost a counter, but it actually dealt the damage to it. I forgot about assault formation. Not just
Yep,
when you're
they're
attacking.
They're all 1/1s. Let me make another plant. I guess I will continue to draw cards.
Sounds like the Tomer thing to do.
I guess I will draw more cards. Oh, I tapped 1 extra. Oh
Well,
well.
jeez.
And then do I keep attacking? I guess so. You attack, and let's get this one to attack as well. So these plants are doing surprisingly well right now.
Oh, that assault formation is so good. Well, let's double block. Your
You got
Jotty
it.
offshoot. Oh, so painful. And I guess we just replay the soulless one for now.
Hmm. Hmm.
Pass the turn.
All right, what am I gonna do here?
Well, with 8 cards in hand, I'm sure you can think of something.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Let me make another plant token.
Oh, yup.
Duh. All right. Let's just tap everything and give all my creatures +1/+0.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And
I,
then,
I think I might just be dead here.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna swing for a lot.
Yeah, that does seem like a lot. You got 9/2/2s, essentially.
That's not bad.
Now they're 3/3s.
And I'm gonna let these ones attack.
Oh, you're 8/8s and you're 5/5s.
Yeah, with 7/7s.
Oh yeah, I don't think
Assault,
there's any surviving this.
Assault Formation's a pretty good card, I would say.
It works surprisingly well with plants.
And then, do I attack? Yes. The
Well,
defenders have become the attackers.
Shepherd of Rot can at least send a message. We drain us for some life, and then the plants beat the zombies. Oh, do I have sideboard stuff that can?
Uh,
I need a way to deal with. Let me read my cards. That could work.
let's just make a quick correction. Ooh, this could be fun.
That this could work maybe.
I will ship this.
I don't even know what this card does.
Did you dig really deep with the zombies this time, Seth?
Yeah. There's some weird ones in there. I guess we're gonna bring it in just because I want to see what happens if I actually play it. And then what are we going down? Uh, Effort casting Army of the Damned is probably ambitious. We can go down that, be that. All right, let's try it like that. Maybe this will work. I am being mono black. I don't have just like destroy target enchantment, which would be
Hmm.
helpful. Okay, we can try this.
The sand is acceptable as well. 2 lands and turn 2 plays.
So swamp goo.
No aggressive starts. I like it.
Ooh, I drew one of my sideboard cards. I like this one. Necromancer's
Oh,
Stockpile.
not bad. I'm going to start defense. A little tower defense going on.
I'm just gonna play a swamp, and I think we pass the turn for now.
Oh no, am I going to discard a card?
Ooh, did you not find a land?
I have a land, but it's not the land I
Oh,
wanted.
you got your bounce land.
Let's see. Let's see if I actually hit another land.
Man, I did not realize that plants were so good at drawing cards when they enter the battlefield.
Ooh, yeah. This Wall of Blossoms, Carven Caryatid, and the Jungle Barrier. All very good. Ooh, what is this? Forlorn. What? Forlorn Sudama?
I have no idea, but it's a
Seth, what do
zombie
you
that
think?
makes zombies.
What's your official pronunciation of that?
I would
Just for the record.
I would probably say forlorn Sudama, I guess. I don't know what a Sudama is. Hopefully it's not a real thing.
I feel like it is, but I don't know. We'll see. Comments below. Please tell us if we're saying it right and maybe the definition.
All right, I think we just pass the turn again for now.
Yes, the walls.
Can't get through the walls. Wall of plants. At least you
I'm
haven't
gonna
drawn Grave Bramble. I don't know how you can beat that.
Ah, yes. My sideboard secret. Which is also a reference to the Plants vs. Zombie game, by the way. It is a plant defender that has protection from zombies.
Oh, so many wall of blossoms.
It's working way better than I thought it would.
All right, so we're gonna keep doing this. We'll start by discarding that.
I'll be very sad if you have a board wipe.
I don't think I do. Do we discard this too? That card's actually sweet though. I don't want to discard that really. Oh, but I want to draw a card. Okay. All right. Well, we'll do it right. This is one of my favorite zombies, especially for casual play. Corpse Harvester. I get to sack a creature. I search for a zombie and a swamp and put them in my hand.
It could even be like a dual land swamp too.
It could
It's
be.
really nice.
Yeah.
I don't like this whole you discarding business. I'm gonna have to bramble crush that.
Oh, the plant removal spell.
Yep, I had to dig pretty deep to find plant related removal, but they don't I couldn't find anything that was very much on theme for creature removal, but I did find a bunch of plant stuff.
Well, I guess we're gonna start taking advantage of this.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what I can find exactly, but I gotta be able to find something sweet. Preferably something that draws me cards, but
In a singleton deck, I'm sure you could find one zombie that does
ooh.
something.
Oh, all right, we gotta.
Greyborn Muse?
Yes, that was a card that I just just saw and was oohing. So we will take that. That draws cards. Also, probably the downside is it's probably gonna kill me because how am I gonna deal damage to you? And I'm just gonna draw cards for a few turns and die.
I like this.
But if I'm gonna die, I want to die drawing cards. And technically, I'm already undead, so I don't have to worry about dying.
Yeah, it's the best way to go. Okay, let me see what I draw into with Curve Caryatid, which is a spirit, but it's also a tree, so I don't know. It's going off the artwork on that.
Yeah, it looks like a plant to me.
And I'm actually really afraid of the Corpse Harvester now. So, what should I be more afraid of, the Muse or the Harvester? I think it would be very comical if you died due to life loss. So I'm gonna let you keep that, and I'm going to
Oh,
I'm gonna tell your Corpse Harvester to make like a tree and leaf with Song of the Dryads.
oh my God, man!
It's ramp now.
I was just thinking I could use some more mana.
There you go.
So now what do we do? What's in my graveyard? Oh God.
You got the Forlorn pseudo something.
Corpse Harvester actually looks pretty sweet as a land. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play Relentless Dead.
Ooh.
Number one. I really need to be able to start attacking at some point, or I'm just gonna die. So I think next up is get rid of your thing that actually has power, and we're getting back to the Forlorn, whatever that is,
No.
Sudazam. It seems like a good time for Intimidate. That's
Yeah.
one way I can actually potentially get in damage is by intimidating.
Yeah, Menace is not gonna do the. Yeah, Menace is not gonna do the trick. Unfortunately, I had too many. Oh man! So I realized that my choice of creature removal is not very good because it doesn't work with Salt Formation. So that's sad times. However, I will do what I do best. Draw some cards.
It's so big.
All right, and then I'm going to Jaddy Offshit again
All right.
and gain some life.
Oh, so much life.
It's wonderful.
Ah,
And I'll dirtle.
I could use some life gain since I'm
Back to you.
taking 3 here.
I think maybe this muse will go all the way. I'm really excited for that.
I'm not. So what's our plan now? How do we not die to our own Graveborn Muse? Well, let's play a land, play our Intimidate creature.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't have any artifacts or black creatures. It's awkward.
And then... Oh, you might have to do that. I guess I can wait another turn? So let's play... Does this benefit me? No, not really. Alright, we'll play... this Skirkridge Exhumer.
Uh
A zombie that makes zombies. Actually really good against all
oh.
your one toughness creatures. And
My
something that lets me discard cards, which is nice.
yeah.
And we'll just pass the turn for now. Hope we don't kill ourselves.
Yes, okay. All right. Let me just play a colony garden, make a plant, gain some life.
Oh, 32 life. So much.
Yeah, you gotta chip away with the forlorn pseudo. No.
Well, I guess we feeding frenzy.
Oh no!
Shut down a little bit of that life gain, hopefully.
Not my offshoot.
Well, one of your three offshoots.
All right, you got it.
All right, I'm feeling better. Now we're winning since we got rid of that.
You have 12 cards.
All right, so oh man, okay. How do we do this? Well, one, two, three. Let's. This is actually pretty good. Lord of the Undead
Oh,
pumps up the
okay.
zombies,
Yup.
and then I need to. Oh, this feels bad, but it must be done. Target me. Target this, and I'm gonna have to
No.
to kill my own Graveborn Muse.
Oh man, I really wanted it to stay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Whew. All right, I thought I was dead, but we're not not dead yet.
How do I bring back the Graveborn Muse? Force you to bring her back. I need
And
to mind slaver you.
and then I'll play Dread Slaver.
Oh no. That actually is a really good answer to my plants.
Yeah, I can get them back as zombies. And then I actually get to deal combat damage. First time all game.
No, not with Intimidate. All right, well, I need to answer at least the Lord of the Undead.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, no, not. I don't want to give that one +1/+1.
Ooh.
All right, the tactics not as good as as I hoped, but it still works with my two toughness creatures.
And then I guess we'll just Crypt Breaker. More card draw, but at least I can control it this time.
Oh, I just realized I could have killed the pseudo something with the tactics. Oh no. All right, well, I just learned something new.
Whenever you tap 2 mana, I am deathly afraid that it's going to be Assault Formation.
Ooh.
Oh, all right, 3 mana. That's not Assault Formation. Ooh, Nissa though.
This going up. Boom boom. Get it to life. I won't attack.
All right, let's draw a card here.
Oh man.
So I can pay 3 to make a 2/2. Let's not do that now. Ooh. All right, so I need to deal with this Nissa, I think.
No, she's gonna draw me cards though.
That's that's why we need to deal with it. So I have some zombie tricks. Clutch of Undeath.
Uh-oh.
+3/+3 if it enchants a zombie. -3/-3 if it's not a zombie.
Oh,
So now I can intimidate my way in at that Nissa.
I can't let you do that.
No!
Moment's Peace. It has a big tree.
Well, you're out of cards though, so that means you don't have an assault formation in hand.
It's true. I would have really wanted to play it.
And then Liliana's Reaver.
Oh, joke's on you. I don't have cards to discard.
That's true, very true.
Ah, this is awkward. Uh, well,
Is it assault
let's.
formation?
No,
Oh, good.
that would have been amazing. Um, hmm. I guess I keep plus wanting, or do I negative to her? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
They are mostly defenders, but yes, that that would
I mean,
be something. I mean, it's
it's
gonna
good.
die
It's good
anyway.
value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boom.
you drew another one, didn't you? I see.
Maybe.
That makes sense. Well, let's discard a card. I'm going to discard Tombstone Stairwell. That was the card in my sideboard that I
Ah,
did not know what it did exactly.
I love this card. I have it in my zombie EDH deck. It does serious work. But yeah, nobody knows what it does.
And then I guess we'll keep drawing and hopefully not dying.
Come on, assault formation.
Alright, I guess we make a zombie this time because we're not doing much else. Ooh! Oh, that's the draw. That's the draw.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I find unless you have a way to kill it again, but this is the zombie lord I need because it gives
Oh,
death touch.
Death touch. Oh, that's not good.
And then we'll play a swamp, and I guess we're gonna do some attacking.
That seems like a plan.
And I think
Oh.
we're just gonna go right at Tomer.
Yeah.
Bad things might happen, but we found no moment's peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, that's gonna do it in 2 more turns. But if I top deck an assault formation right now,
Yep, then
that
things go very badly.
I mean, you still have 6 cards in hand, 6 untapped mana, so you might have Trixies.
All right, come on, no assault
Oh,
formation. You drew it?
oh my goodness.
No, no.
Boop.
Oh no!
And then I will give everything -2, -2. And
Uh,
then, yeah, I'll play my last card. Nissa,
oh my
number
goodness.
2. Let's attack. Let's put everything again. I really want to go all the way up this. Um, Wait. Okay, so you're at 7. How many tricks can you possibly have? You can have 2 blocks. So, no, math hard. I'm just gonna attack with everything. Green and green, and you can attack, and you can attack, and you can attack, and you can attack.
Well, I guess I do this.
Oh no!
It doesn't save me, but it draws me a card, and I drain you for 10. Oh,
Jeez,
but
this is
I
pretty good.
I think I'm dead.
That was
I
quite
have I
quite
have
the top deck.
a trick, but it's not enough. I have Feast or Famine, destroys a creature or makes a zombie. Then I
Ooh.
can block and block, but I'm still dead. Oh,
Yeah.
so that might have just been a punt on my part to attack with everything. So I knew you had Moment's Peace, and I knew I had to attack in such a way to make you use Moment's Peace. because if you didn't use it, then it was going to happen eventually, and I was just giving you more turns to draw into an assault formation. But it might have been better to attack with, like, I don't know, leave back a couple more creatures and actually thought through the math. The thing is, you could have not played the Nissa, and if you drew the assault formation and just made every single one of your defenders attacked, and almost every one of them, I think any two of them would have been lethal. So I would have needed to leave back a lot of my team, and it might not have been a big enough attack to make you actually use your moments piece. If it was like you're at 30 something life, if I was going to hit you for, I don't know, 10 damage, there's a chance that you just take that and then have the moments piece for next time and get more turns to draw into assault formation. So I don't know. I think that that was potentially a mistake on my part, but I'm still not exactly sure if that was a mistake or not.
It's tough. I didn't have the assault formation in hand. I have three of them in my deck. I don't have a full set. I do have a lot of cantripping abilities, but no raw card draw abilities like Harmonize or anything. So I don't know the odds at that point of me drawing an assault formation. And I think you were right. If you only did something like 10 damage to me, I probably would have held it because I was at a very high life total anyway. And I also wasn't playing around that Gem Palm guy who drains a lot of life. I didn't even know that existed, so that would have caught me off guard as well. Had I known about that, maybe I would have been more eager to pop the moments piece a little bit earlier. But I think you played it out correctly. It's just that assault formation is really good, and I got a good top deck at the end there. Yeah, the deck was very consistent because I have full play sets of a lot of cards that do draw a card once they enter the battlefield. Wild Blossoms, 4 of them. Carven Caryatid, 4 of them. 3 Jungle Barriers. So I am going through my deck pretty quickly to find the cards that I need. So I don't know. It was definitely a tough call.
So I think that was my biggest takeaway from this matchup is when it came right down to it. Not only was it plants or zombies that we were battling out, but it was kind of a very consistent deck because you had a decent amount of 4-ofs and a lot of ways to draw cards versus a deck that was pretty scattered and random. Thankfully, I did have ways to like search for a zombie. We saw Corpse Harvester, which is a way to find like the right zombie for the right situation. So I have ways to pull out my 1-ofs, but with how the matchup played out, Death Baron was a card that I really was wishing I had a 4-of and would draw more consistently because that's one of my few ways that I could actually get through all of your walls. So I was kind of lucky that I drew it in that last game, but then you got your assault formation at the right time. So I think if that game had went maybe one more turn, definitely, I might have just won the next turn actually with the Gem Palm Polluter because you might have taken enough damage to think you were just going to stay alive and hope to draw assault formation, and then I might have been able to get you for like 10 damage with the Gem Palm Polluter. So I think it was actually really close. It was a lot closer than maybe it looked with you being at 35 life and me dying. I think that game was actually really close right down to the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't have played around the Gem Palm Polluter 100%. I didn't know of its existence, and if I did commit to blocking a lot of creatures, I still needed to have enough creatures on the board that I could kill you on the backswing if I did have assault formation. If I blocked with too many of them, then I just would have lost the game because even if I drew assault formation, it doesn't really help much if I don't have creatures on the board. And I knew that you're in black and you had a lot of cards in your hand and a lot of untapped mana still. So I knew even if I attacked with like just enough to deal lethal damage for you, I would have needed a little bit more because I assumed that you would have killed 1 or 2 creatures on my attack swing. So it would have been very tough. I would have tried to keep as many as possible, like play a little bit reckless with my life total, and then you probably would have got me with the Gem Palm. So yeah, one more turn would have probably gotten it.
So overall, though, I was really impressed with the plans. Like I mean, I was building zombies, so I didn't look too in depth at the plant card pool, but I did glance over it, mostly seeing if there were any like zombies that interacted with plants in any interesting way. But based on what I saw from plants, I was like, oh, that deck is gonna be pretty bad. Like it's all defensive creatures. I don't know how you're ever gonna kill me. I thought you would just have to like stall out until you got an Avenger of Zendikar and hope that would win, but you actually your deck actually functioned really well, and the assault formation was just super key. That's a really good addition to the deck, and it was really scary because you play all these do nothing cards. They keep drawing you cards, so your hand is always full. You're always finding more, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you draw the assault formation, and you just win the game like that turn. It was very good at doing that. So I was impressed with how good the plants actually were. It was much better than I thought they would be.
Yeah, much better than we both expected because I remember we were talking beforehand, just to balance out the two decks so we'd have an entertaining match. And I honestly didn't know how good this would be. So I saw that there was a lot of defender cards. There wasn't a huge card pool to deal with in plants, and I did see a theme going on with the defenders that I wanted to play on because we are doing a Plants vs Zombie deck, a Plants vs Zombie theme, and I wanted to kind of mirror the video game itself, where the plants are the defenders and you are controlling them in a tower defense type style. So I thought it would be thematic, but I didn't know how well it would work. I just kind of hoped that things would work together. That's why I put in the Avengers of Zendikar. It's kind of thematic because the Avenger does make plant tokens, an army of plant tokens, but it was really there just in case my gameplay number 1 doesn't really work out. And so I would have gameplay number 2, drop an Avengers Zendikar, and hope you don't have an answer to it. I think the only weird thing that I included was I put a singleton Genesis Hydra. I was going to put a bunch more Genesis Hydra into the deck and not have it be a multicolored deck. I just keep it as single color. It's a 2-mana X creature. And when it enters the battlefield, you can look at the top X cards of your library and you put a non-land permanent with convert mana cost X or less among them into the battlefield. And it also comes into play with X+1/+1 counters on it. It's a plant hydra, which is cool and thematic, but the special cool thing about it is it was designed by George Fan, who is the creator of Plants vs. Zombies. So that would have been a nice little nod. I kept one as a tribute to him, but if it wasn't bugged on Moto, I would have ran all of them.
Well, I was actually pretty happy with how the power level lined up. I think it was actually like a fairly reasonable match. I mean, it was definitely about me trying to find a way to kill you before you drew assault formation, but
Yeah.
I think the decks were fairly evenly matched, which was my big concern going into it. Mostly for the zombies, like I said in the intro, just because I think you could build if you want to build a high-powered casual zombie deck, there's a lot of tools there that even I mean, I guess some of the lords are kind of expensive, even though they're not really played in competitive formats. But if you just build a deck that was all like zombies that cost 3 or less and played every zombie lord, I think you could win a lot of games in casual, almost like an elf deck would play or something like that. So I think if you're looking for upgrades, there's definitely ways to make zombies even more competitive. But I like that this deck did a good job of being on theme, but also just showing a wide range of zombies. And there were some cool ones that I had either not known about or just forgotten about that I found while building this deck. So it was really fun to dig up all these zombies that I hadn't seen in a really long time. Teach Tomer what Gempom Pluter was. It would have been sweeter if it was a surprise win, but it still was. It was pretty sweet. So there's a lot of cool zombies out there, but unfortunately for me, it looks like we have the answer to our question. And in the Plants vs Zombies battle, it's definitely plants that are on top.
Yeah, that was a surprising turn of events. I'm always a big fan of the zombies. I have a zombie EDH deck that is my pride and joy, and I always have to root for the zombie deck. But it seems like a tight list of plants can actually do a decent job if it's against a singleton zombie list. So that was an interesting take, and I also like this plant deck just as a casual deck. If you're interested in building a plant versus zombies thematic deck, like a dual deck style, I would recommend just cutting a couple of the not so useful mana base cards, like Tropical Island is very much the bulk of the deck's cost as well. It's $230. It's not necessary at all. I just threw it in there because it's really cheap on Moto, and why not? But the bulk of the deck is very cheap. You can make it for like maybe $30 if you cut out the most expensive cards, and it works just fine.
Well, I guess the moral of the story is when the zombie apocalypse comes, you should probably take up gardening.
Yeah.
Well, Tomer, thanks for hanging out and playing this match. It was fun, and thanks to everyone for hanging out and watching. And we will talk to you soon.